Back to the channel. This is Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. We are live. We are blessed. Thank God for another day. All right. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Boop. And thank you for being a part of our world. And also go to mgbookstore.com. Make sure you guys pick up your books, man. You got the House Economics, How to House Hack Your Way to Wealth. Great read. And also for my first time real estate investors, you got the Real Estate Investors Manifesto. Tukes Productions is in the building. How the hell are you, Tukes?
I'm alive and blessed.
Tukes is alive and blessed, and thank God for another day. All right, so let me tell you guys real quick. We have announcements to make real quick. We are here. We haven't been here in 2 weeks. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for your patience. We've been very busy. We're going to update you on what's been happening. But for those of you who've been asking about my master classes, I've been having them here in New York. But we are going on the road, although I don't want to go on the road. But the people have spoken. They want me to go on the road. So, Houston, I'm coming to you July, what did I say, 15th and 16th? No, what's 14th and 15th? I forgot the damn dates. Hold on, let me look at the link. I done forgot my own dates. Ain't that a shame? All right, so Houston, July 14th, July 15th in Houston, 2-day masterclass. 30 seats are available, small, intimate classroom setting. And then we also have Philly masterclass, July 27th and July 28th. All right, so Houston, July 14th and 15th, 30 seats available. And Philly, July 27th and July 28th. Now, Houston, I'm working on a couple special things. Here's the link for you guys. Only 30 seats, so get them while you can because these seats will not last. But I'm also working on a real estate investing. I'm not a real estate investing, a real estate networking event while I'm in Houston because I'm going to be in Houston for a few days. So I want to make sure that I get to touch all the people because I know that I'm not going to be able to have everybody come to this class because there's only 30 seats. And I want to keep the class small. So we're going to have a real estate networking event in Houston as well. I've had a couple in Atlanta. We had one in Atlanta last week. Shout out to Crew Alpharetta and everybody that I met in Atlanta last week. We had over 200 people come out on a very rainy day. I didn't even tell you about that event. It was storming out there.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really bad. The weather was terrible. We had like over 600 people RSVP for it. 200 showed up in bad weather, which I think was still a great turnout.
Yeah.
The first one we had like 350 people that showed out, but still 200 people on a really bad day. And it was in Alpharetta, which is like 30, 40 minutes from Atlanta. It's still a great show out. So shout out to everybody who pulled up on me at the real estate networking event. So I'm going to release details to the networking event in Houston later on this week. It's going to be a whole vibe. And I'm thinking I might have a VIP dinner while I'm in Houston too. But that's all separate of the masterclass. All right. So the masterclass, get your tickets. Link is in the chat. And we're going to put the link in the description as well. Tukes has a new podcast out. Tukes, tell them about your podcast. Yes, I'll put you on the spot.
Why are we talking about my podcast?
Tell them how to support you, bro. Like, what the hell?
Well, I started the automotive podcast. I've been talking about this podcast for a while. And I mentioned to Matt maybe back in October that I wanted to do a podcast in the automotive space. And nobody's really doing that. I know there are automotive podcasts, but for the New York street racing scene and just automotive businesses in general, there is no other podcast at all. So I am the first, and I will be the biggest automotive podcast.
Yeah, Tukes, talk
biggest.
heavy. He said he's going to be the biggest. Pause.
I will be.
Let's go,
I will
Tukes.
be the biggest automotive podcast because there is nobody doing it the way I'm going to do it. So right now I'm doing everything myself, filming, editing, clips, all that. But hopefully I can grow it big enough to where I can hire a team on my own and run the show.
I love that. What's the name of the podcast, Tukes?
It's called the Street Alpha Podcast. So
why is it called the Street Alpha Podcast?
Well, because Alpha is It's anybody
That's
who's
a
made
call
a name.
term?
No, just being alpha
Okay.
is figure like being dominant. So basically, anything that has to do with that, I kind of related it to like anybody who made a name for themselves in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's local or just even through social media, like I did, because I'm not really a street racer. So if you made a name for yourself in the streets and you're a dominant figure, then you have a chance to be interviewed on the show. So there's people who make a lot of money in the car community, whether it's uh, mechanic shops, auto body shops, whatever it is, but people know of them, but they never really had any chance to kind of tell their story. So the podcast is a place for them to come on, promote their business, and tell their story. So this is going to highlight the people in New York.
No. I told you this earlier. You got to be global, bro.
I know, but I got to start small, bro.
No. We don't start small. Pause. Like, you got to be global. Like, we go to Houston. I'm pretty sure there's car people out there, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
But that's a whole different car type of environment out there, though.
Oh, it's a huge.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we need to get some people on the pod from Houston.
Yeah, it's just it's hard, man. I'm to get not reaching out to people. I don't care because I'm not scared to reach out to anybody, but it's just tough sometimes getting people because then schedules and then they don't show up sometimes. Well, I had one person stand me up, but I didn't set up any cameras yet, so it's tough, man. But I'm trying. It's actually turning out pretty well. YouTube is doing great. The channel is already monetized within the first 4 days, and the first episode hit 25, almost 30,000 views on YouTube.
This guy tools, right? So let me see. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I don't think y'all caught that. I wasn't even looking at him, but I could just hear his voice. That's Tooks being cocky as fuck right there.
That's not being cocky.
No,
it's not.
That was some cocky
I'm not
shit.
cocky. How's it cocky?
He was like, oh, we already monetized in 4 days.
Because
You
I'm
know?
just saying. I grew my
And the
own.
first episode got 30,000 views in 4 days.
I'm trying to sound like you, bro. This is how you sound all the time on a regular basis.
Hey,
So
I ain't mad at that. Talk your shit.
it's a little flex, but no, I just I took a long time to grow my personal brand, and I got monetized a year into me doing content, and I was outside. But for me to sit there for maybe a couple hours and just film and be able to be monetized in a week, I'm pretty proud of that. Not
No,
gonna
that's
lie.
incredible.
Yeah.
I need to hit 100,000 followers on MG the Mortgage Guy in the next month then, Tooks. What we doing?
Well, since we started this, we grew a lot.
No,
So
we have.
I'm implementing the same things that we're doing here, just for myself.
Look, y'all need to come and work with Tooks. Work with the team. We'll help you with your YouTube. My real estate professionals, what we doing here? Like, we can help you. We have services to serve everybody. You know what we should do? And I just said this to you. We're going to do a real estate. We was doing lunch and learns for the real estate professionals.
Yeah.
Loan officers, realtors, and now we got good case studies. Because when we was doing them last year, I wasn't heavy on YouTube, although we knew everything about YouTube. But now we have my channel and now even your channel. Now we can really put some shit together for the real estate professionals and kind of show them like, yo, this is how you got to do your stuff. And if you hire Tooks to manage your stuff, your thing could grow too.
Yeah, it's not difficult. You just have to be consistent, have a plan, and be efficient with your content. So if you're able to get on there and talk for an hour, just make sure you have a plan so you can structure your content. So you're not just I'm doing everything myself, but if you plan it out to where your content is intentional and you're filming and you're getting clips, or you're thinking of questions to ask to get clips while you're filming, it just makes everything easier. So you don't put so much work on your editor.
So, all right, let me ask the people, because I'm putting you on the spot.
Why you put me on the spot?
Fuck it. The people who's watching this live with us right now, are you guys looking to create content? Are you guys looking to grow product, branding, marketing? What would be the top 3 things you would want to know from Tooks right now? Type it in chat.
Bro, what's the topic of today's video?
The
What
topic
we doing?
is we doing whatever we want, right? We haven't been on live in 2 weeks. This is more of like a podcast episode.
Yeah.
Ain't no topic. Look, they all saying yes, right? They all want to grow their brands. They all want to do stuff, right? So this might be a marketing and branding type of conversation. Like, who knows? Like, we keep it at that right now,
Okay.
right? Because it's important. We're not just here teaching about real estate. From how to home buy and invest, but there's a whole other aspect of this, and this is transactional business, right? How many realtors or loan officers? If you're a realtor or a loan officer, a financial service professional, anyone in sales, right? Type what you do in chats right now. If you're a realtor, type loan officer, type financial services, life insurance, financial planner, whatever it is, right? Look, Jalen says would like to know how to grow a brand on YouTube, right? This is very important information because, look, I always say one stream of income is too close to being broke,
Yeah.
right? And YouTube in today's world gives you the opportunity for everybody to monetize what's in their brain.
Right.
But it's a way that you have to do it. It's not just like, yo, cut and dry and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. It's like, yo, it's a formula. It's a system. Maybe the Houston class will talk about that. Because the master class could be whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
Yeah. But I mean,
let's get to the topic at hand, right? So look, we got what they saying in the comments because I can't really see this.
Oh, you can't see?
Nah, and the way it's looking at the TV is kind of weird. All right, we got a realtor, we got an LOA. Shout out to the LOAs in the building. Someone said they're editing. Ex-mortgage consultant, currently business consultant, and a teacher. Cellular sales consultant. I'm 20 years with an LLC. What I do? Okay. Tax accountant, former landlord. Patience to edit, really laughing out loud, and tips. We should do a class in Louisville, Kentucky. Who knows? But yeah, so like MG, is the 10-week coming back this week? Yes, tomorrow we are back in action. We got this is week 7, so we're gonna do 6 and 7 together. But yeah, so what are 3 tips that we can give our folks right here when it comes to starting their brand on YouTube?
So it's kind of hard to start a brand on YouTube. This isn't even planned. I don't even know why you're going here with this.
That's the best type of shit, Tooks, when things are not planned.
Yeah, so I think that from my experience, it's extremely hard to grow a brand on YouTube unless you have a specific niche that you're targeting. If you have, like, for example, from my podcast, there's nobody in this space doing it. I started on Instagram, made clips from the actual full-length videos before I released it. That way I can promote the YouTube videos. Once YouTube sees you're getting traction to your videos, then they're going to push it more. And they're going to already have a certain audience for it because I have car people on my page. Those people are going to go now to YouTube with their accounts. Well, I'm sure they're watching car content, and they're going to continue to push those videos to more car people. So it's just knowing your niche and focusing on that. I would stick to one thing for sure. I wouldn't try to do a variety of different things and hope that something sticks. Pick your niche and be consistent with it. And don't expect views right away because a lot of this stuff takes time. It takes a little bit of time to get picked up by the algorithms, depending on what the content is too. So I think a lot of people lack consistency. It's the biggest thing. They do one video, and if they don't see the views they want, then they just give up. So you got to kind of focus on one thing and stick to it for the most part.
Be consistent.
Be consistent.
So how does one stay consistent? Like, what do you mean by
be efficient?
Like, what do you mean by being consistent, right? Or you mean drop a video every day? Like, what do you mean by consistency?
You could drop a video I drop every day, but like I said before, if you do an hour podcast, you should know you want to get 3 to 4 clips out of it. So you do those clips first, knock those out. When you release the video, then drop the clips every day. So I try to keep it like 3 people, or if I'm interviewing one person, it's going to be just 3 clips from that episode. So I don't have 10 clips of that one guy on my page. It's kind of weird. So I try to switch it up. And then as time goes on, I'll be able to go back to the older videos that I haven't put clips out to and recycle it. Yeah. Just to have, constant clips flowing. So just being efficient. I mean, I think AI helps too. You can have AI edit your podcast as well. Have you used AI to edit? I do use AI to edit, but you still have to go through your content. So if you're watching it for an hour, you still have to sit there for an hour and go through it because you don't want to just trust the computer. There could be a mess up somewhere you don't even know. And when you post it, you might have a black part in your video for like 5 minutes. You still have to go through it. You still have to look for the clips. Unless you have a system where, you know, when you're filming, you kind of know how to mark for certain areas. That way, when you're filming or when you're editing, you kind of know where to go. So there's options. There's tons of options. I think you just have to be really, really focused and really want to do it.
So, is it expensive to start a podcast?
All right, I'm pretty honest. So my podcast is pretty much run by what we have here. So now this guy's hitting me up. It's funny. You're not hot in here, bro?
Bro, you got all these fucking lights on. Like,
It's this shirt. Yeah. So my podcast is basically run from whatever we use. So Matt doesn't like these mics, so I use them. They still serve a purpose.
what's those? A Shure mic?
The Shure mics. These are like $400 mics each. They're expensive. Yeah. I
How
actually
many-
bought another one 2 weeks ago because I needed to have an extra one. Just for
How many of these mics are on?
4.
You had to buy another one?
I had to buy another one. Yeah, because
So I have,
this one.
you
is
brought
here.
it? I brought it.
I bought it.
Who paid for it,
No,
Tooks?
I bought it used from Guitar Center. It was like $40 cheaper. So
So why didn't you just get it new?
because they're expensive, and
But if you save $40, why buy somebody else's problems?
well, it's from Guitar Center, so I mean, it works fine, and I've bought stuff from there before. So, I mean, if it was that much cheaper, I think it's probably, if I could save some money, I mean, why not? You know, but either way, there's other mics you can buy.
So what? Okay, we're starting a podcast. What do you need? Mic, a board, a camera. Like, what do you need?
Literally everything you said. Just a camera. It could be one camera. It doesn't have to be multiple angles. It doesn't have to be 3 cameras. It could just be one camera, a good mic, a interface if you're on a laptop, or you can have a Rodecaster, which is what we use here in our studio. I use a Zoom F6, which is more for like professionals, but this is more user friendly. So it's like kind of comparing Apple to Android. This is like the Apple. The Rodecaster is more like the Apple, and the F6 is more like the Android. So if you're really tech savvy, you can figure it out. But this is probably the best option to go is the Rodecaster.
The Rodecaster.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey, but it's worth it, I think.
Okay. So someone's starting out watching this, right? Because we got a lot of professionals in here. Everybody has intellectual property, like I said. How much should they invest into starting their studio?
If they want to build a studio from scratch,
If they want to build a studio.
to build a studio based on my knowledge and research that I've done like the past 2 months, it's about $8,000.
Okay.
If you want to have panels up, minimal lighting, not like what we have in here, but similar like that, is $150 light. But I film all my content with that. I don't need to have a 300D or anything like that. So it's not more so about how much you're spending on the quality of light. It's more about like how you control it. So when I film at home, it looks way better because I'm controlling the light. I'm making sure it's not hitting the background. Like in here, it's a little tough because we have drop ceiling. So we need to get like a longer, amount for that. So you can really isolate you more. But it really depends on how you set it up. But you don't need to have a big space either. I think my studio at home is like 120 square feet. So
I mean, this
Yeah.
this space right here is about 120 square feet too. So, look, this is the size of a bedroom.
literally,
Yeah.
I think my room is probably, it's definitely bigger than the studio I have.
Yeah, it's like 10 square feet bigger.
Yeah. But
This is
it's-
110 square feet.
yeah. So it's a little bigger.
It's a bedroom. Like, only thing you're missing is a closet.
Yeah.
So this is a regular size bedroom, and you can start by, and I'm pretty sure everybody here has a bedroom in their house.
Yeah.
Whether it's an extra bedroom, it's something in the basement, or if you have an apartment, right? Maybe, hey, you get a 2-bedroom apartment if you only need 1 bedroom, and you make the second one like your content room,
Yeah.
right?
That's
But
what I did.
I personally think everyone should have some sort of space where they can create content because it just makes life much easier.
Way easier.
And if you're investing, let's just say $10,000 into yourself, you got to look at it. Number one, you ain't gonna make the money back right away.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is
Yeah.
most important. You're not gonna make no money right away. And I
Right.
think because everybody got a fucking podcast nowadays or putting out content and stuff like that, but you have to kind of separate yourself.
Yeah.
And I think he was asking me that question earlier. It's like, yo, and I think this is a question that everybody says. Is like, yo, even when I first started, it was like people was like, yeah, I don't want to go on the gram because if I talk too much, then people gonna steal my sauce.
That's where I'm at now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
one thing you asked me was like, yo, how did EYL continue to remain on top? Because it's copy and paste, right? If you copying somebody, you're already behind the 8 ball, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're copying something that was thought about probably months ago, and now you're finally seeing the work, right?
Yeah.
But that means they're already off that and onto something else. So you're copying something that's old.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can
Yeah.
copy, but your pace is always going to be different. And that's why I was telling you earlier, you don't have to worry about someone stealing your ideas or your flow or anything like that, because you have your own swag to it. And if you are consistent and always putting your stuff out there, it doesn't matter what someone else puts out there. Like, think about even for me when we first started doing the mortgage content and I became the mortgage guy.
Yeah.
Think about how many more now mortgage people we see on YouTube and everything like that after MG. Think about,
Yeah, but they're doing the same content.
they're doing the same as that content.
Not like how we're doing. Honestly, even with what we're doing here, there's really nobody doing this either.
No.
Nobody's as transparent. Everybody is super professional, and that's the problem. Is nobody has. I don't want to say swag, but like, it's too professional, and it's not relatable enough. So when you go to other real estate channels, you're getting the same content everybody else is, because everyone's worried about saying the wrong thing or trying to keep their customers happy or their clients, whatever it is. Like, sometimes you just have to be more relatable. And-
Yeah, because their pace is crap.
Yeah.
Right? You can copy, but your pace is going to be crap.
Right.
And for me, I'm at a point in my life, I just don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Like, I say what I want, I do what I want. And for me, it's being truly my authentic self.
Yeah.
So, like, even if I sat up here, like, super guidelines, I wouldn't even feel comfortable with talking like that, because I know I don't speak like that in my real life when I'm talking to real clients.
Yeah.
The way I speak here is the way I talk to everybody in real life. Like, I can't help it. It's just
true.
It's just who I am. It's like, even if you come to class, Tooks just told me he was mad at me in the last class.
Yeah,
Like,
if y'all was at that VIP, man, those 2 days I was pissed.
Tooks was pissed off at me, and I'm like, "Fuck you being so sensitive for, bro? I was fucking with you."
No,
Like,
you was not.
I wasn't, and I
No.
wasn't.
You
but
was
I
mad
was.
because I didn't bring the laptop, which I
Yeah.
understand. Which, yes, I messed up because I was juggling a bunch of different things, but I forgot the laptop. I asked you before you got there so I could run home and grab it. But you was all mad, and you came in mad, and you started, like, the first thing you said was, "Where's Tooks at?" Like, bro, hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Tooks. Where's my laptop?
Good morning.
But
So,
either which way, it's my true authentic self. So people
Yeah.
who follow us and see us sometimes banter back and forth, they got to witness it firsthand.
yeah, that's true.
Like, yo, like, this is what it is. Like, yeah, but again, to mention your point, that probably wasn't the most professional thing to do, or even probably the nicest thing to do at that moment. But in
Yeah.
that moment, I'm being who I'm truly am with you, because I'm not thinking about the people on the outside. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Like, this is important. How you forget the laptop out of all things?
Well, I mean, I would love to explain to you, but you don't care.
No, I don't, because it's
Exactly.
irrelevant. We can't turn back the hands of time. So I'm saying all this to say, everybody just don't worry about somebody copying your style, because they can't duplicate who you are. Everybody here is one-on-one. And that's why I'd be like, yo, everybody got intellectual property. Just like, yo, do you. Put your shit out. Like, who
Yeah.
cares? Like, don't overthink it so much. And who cares if they copy you? I love when I see videos of loan officers and people like that. Like, I just did this content a week ago, and now you're doing it. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be your inspiration, because I have to pull from people to get inspired as well.
Right.
So I look at it as a compliment. I don't look at it as like, yo, what they say, imitation is the best form of flattery or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that. Copy all my shit. I'm giving you the blueprint.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I'm
I
giving
think
you the
with what
blueprint.
you're doing, it's a little different. The car community it's toxic. So it's not the same.
Oh no,
thing.
it's toxic on this side too. This is the dark side, player.
Yeah, but you guys can make money together. People in the car community don't want to do that. Everybody wants to, gatekeep things and also be shiesty.
What do you think is in my world? It's 10 times worse. People want to gatekeep because everyone feels as if the customers is theirs. The real estate relationships
Yeah, I get that.
are theirs. So if I'm talking online, I'm giving away the source, so you're going to take my customers, and it's not like that.
But what about if you had an agent in here, like she does something, or he or she does something different, like you guys can both make money, you know?
Even if I had another loan officer sitting in this chair.
That's different because you guys are, I could see that.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't care.
Yeah, in that sense, yes, I see why you wouldn't care, but I'm saying like if it was an agent, why there's no. You
Yeah,
guys are
but
both.
I'm talking more specifically loan officer to loan officer.
Okay,
Right?
yeah,
Because we had Will and PJ on the show.
Yeah.
They loan officers,
Right.
right? I don't care. You guys own a bank. You're doing something great. You're in Detroit. I don't lend there, but
Yeah.
if I needed to lend there, I'm pretty sure I can make it happen.
Right.
So why not collaborate with my guys? And now it's helped them grow their brand and their business, and they've got a ton of loans out of just being on our channel. Like, I'd rather eat with you than compete with you.
I agree.
Any day of the week. Competition is foolish. But competition is good, but it's also foolish at the same time. And that's where you see people downfalls, because they be in their ego and they always trying to outdo somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I got to be bigger. I got to be better. I got to be this. I got to be that. It's like, yo, dude, calm down, bro. Like, it ain't that serious, my nigga. Like, calm down, bro. Like, it's enough money out here for everybody.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing good, ethical business, like, it's enough money out here for everyone. I can't originate every loan, man.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I don't want to. Have it. Whatever you want. So, like, even when I hear people, they talk about me all day long. Like, I get calls all the time from people like, yo, you know such and such? I'm like, not really. I know who they are. Oh, they were just talking shit about you.
Oh, I didn't know you was going to go there with that.
No, I hear this all the time, though. But I'd be like, all right, great. My name is being spoken about in rooms that I'm not even in. I love it. Tell them keep talking, please. Yeah. I love that because I'm renting space in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Like, you think that much of me to talk about me. Thank you. Keep promoting me. Because all that's going to do is whoever you're talking to me about, now they're going to want to tune in to whatever I'm doing.
That's a fact, yeah.
That you may not agree with or like or disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. You're giving me free promotion. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it. So, again, don't worry about people copying you. No one should worry about people copying your style or duplicating what you're trying to do, because no one can outdo you in what you can do. Because quite frankly, in your situation, no one can outwork you.
Yeah. So the funny thing about that is that, so I did an interview with somebody, the first interview that did well. And he actually reached out to me because he wants to do, I don't know if he wants to do a podcast, but he's never done a podcast. But because of the traction he was getting, he posted it himself. We didn't even do a collab post. So we had two separate posts. His is almost at 100,000. Mine's at 50,000. Same content. I just gave him the drive to it. And now he wants to start doing content like that. So now he reached out to me to do clips. He wants to work once a week and have me do content for him. But I'm not really sure where he's trying to go with it yet. So I'm not sure if he's trying to do a podcast just because of the traffic it's getting because nobody's doing it, or if he's just trying to create something, just to keep putting out content with the quality that I'm providing. So I'm trying to be careful who I work with. I got to keep my, what I'm saying? I got to keep my ideas a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's a whole different story now. If you feel like somebody's trying to infiltrate.
I don't know what they're trying to do, but I got to keep my,
Are they trying to hire you to be production?
I don't think he knows what he wants. But he did mention podcasts. So I'm like, okay, well, you don't know anything about this space, but you just want to do it for views, or are you doing it because, what I'm saying, you want to actually do a podcast? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure.
Well, because most people, and we had this conversation again earlier. We had a whole 2-hour conversation before we got on live, but it's another thing we're saying. People just call you for money grabs.
That's what I felt it was.
Yeah, it's a money grab.
That's what I felt it was. But I mean, I was on the phone with him for hours. He's super cool. I don't know. I don't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, no. I can't trust these fools as far as I can throw them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't trust these fools. Look, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, right? If I can only throw you there, that's how far I can trust you.
Yeah.
These fools will just want to come into your aura just because you may be quote unquote hot, or you're starting to get popping, and they just want to piggyback off of your success. It's just another form of being a clout chaser, in my opinion. And people just look at a money grab. Like in your situation, like you said, you got to think about it, right? How many followers on that YouTube page for the podcast now?
I think it's like 1,600.
1,600 in a week.
In 4 or 5 days, yeah.
So less than a week, you've got 30,000 views, your first episode, right?
Yeah.
So people see like, wait a minute, hold on. This episode did this good? Oh, shit. And they're looking at, oh, this could be a potential money grab. Let me jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. So I'm not looking for money out of this. Like, honestly, I really don't even know how much money you can make with a podcast. But I'm just doing it because I just want to.
Well, you're doing it because you love cars.
Yeah.
Like, your car is called the Tuxmobile. Like, you love cars. I think you love that car more than anything.
Well, it's a brand. I literally spoke to you when I first got it.
And told me this whole play.
No, I asked you. I said, should I do this? Because I don't know if I should get the car or not. And then you told me.
Yes.
Yeah. You were like, well, if you're going to do what you say you're going to do with it, then do it.
Then do it.
And I did. So now
and you
it's
built
like,
that page from 0 to like 100,000. You was getting 10 million views.
At the time.
And I still don't even understand. You were just racing a train. Knowing you're going to lose, you're racing a train, and it got 10 million views, and I still don't get it to this day. Like, how the fuck 10 million people watch this shit? Like,
I don't know. I don't get it either.
I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. But I told you, your Tukes, do it. Because, again, but that's a form of intellectual property that you had that I couldn't fully understand at that point in time. Like a car, like, but okay, if you're going to monetize it and brand it and basically your car be for free, then why not? But that love for you building out your own car and going through your own processes and wrapping, and you put a wing on that shit. You got your logo, and I never even seen a logo on a gas tank. Like, this shit is this new car is incredible. I'm like, yo, this shit, he got new seats in there. This shit look like a race car, right? So now that's why even I sent you the clip of your podcast video. I'm like, yo, dog, who's editing this shit? This shit look clean.
I should have said Will.
No,
I should have said.
I know it wasn't Will because I'm like, nah. I know he edited his videos and he talking about he don't want to edit no more.
Yo, I should have said Will. I wanted to so bad,
but you taking your passion and you turning it into profit.
Unintentionally, yeah.
No, but it's passion equals profits.
Yeah.
Right? In some cases, not at all, right? But in this case, you're able to now have conversations and dialogue around people who are just as passionate around something that you are. And now you're able to now give them an outlet to speak about it. That's why podcasting, YouTubing is extremely important in today's world, because we are now, think about it, we are now the new radio. We are now the new TV shows, right? Think about it. Has there ever been a TV show about cars and auto body shops?
Yeah, there are TV shows, Netflix series, and so on.
No, I'm talking about growing up.
Oh.
Was that ever there? No.
No. Yeah, no.
Now, because of the technology, you have the streaming services and things like that. Now it's a niche that they can pick up on. And that's why I think you're onto something, because now if this shit continues to scale, this shit gonna go out of the water, because there's a niche for it. And if you bring in your own swag and flavor to it, it can scale. And that's what everyone here can do.
Yeah.
Look what I do. Mortgages are the most boringest thing in the world. This is why no one talks about this shit. Everybody talks about real estate.
Yeah.
And buying real estate and buying a house and buying investment properties and being a landlord and cash flow. But who was talking about getting a loan and how to break down loans really before I came on the scene? Nobody.
I don't even know. I have no clue.
I was searching for these people and I couldn't find them myself. And when I did find them, it was the same corny, boring ass loan officer type content.
Yeah, I remember you were showing me those LinkedIn videos.
I was showing to you, like, yo, bro, I don't want to be corny like these dudes. Like, this shit is corny.
Yeah.
And anything that I felt was corny, I was like, I'm not posting it, because I just feel corny saying it. But I turned this into my passion, became profit, right? And now I have multiple different streams of income based off of something that I love, which is real estate financing.
Yeah.
And I'm able to now articulate it and teach it to people so they can now execute and scale their businesses. And now also professionals can learn from me and now use it, what they learn from me, to help not only put out their own content or products, now they could actually go out there, help and service their community better. And I get hit up like, yo, I was in Atlanta at the shit at Crew Alpharetta. Matt, it's nothing but real estate professionals there. 90% of the crowd is licensed professionals. They like, and there's loan officers in the building, like, yo, MG, I learn from you every day, bro. I'm tapped in. Your content helped me with this client. It helps me with this. It helps me with that. And I'm sitting in there blown away, like, word? Because I still can't even, to this day, I still like, word? Like, really? Okay, I got to keep going then. But this is the most boring subject. Who wants to learn about a 1003? Do you even know what a 1003 is?
Is it paperwork?
Basically, it's a loan application. No one cares.
It sounded like paperwork or something.
Yeah, it's a 1003. No one cares about a 1003.
People talk about that on social media?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll talk about a 1003, how to complete a perfect loan application or something like that. But everything's such online. That's another story. What I'm saying is this shit is boring. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, turning your passion into profit should be everybody's goal. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you love, whatever you want to pursue, the information, the technology is there for us to get our thoughts across. Yeah. And with a small investment of $10,000, you too can create digital real estate. Because that's all this is digital real estate. This shit pays you forever. It's actually better than owning real estate. When you think about it, I ain't got no toilets. I ain't got no tenants. And every single month, every video we put out does what? Bring in income.
Yeah, those I see. I know. I see.
Yeah,
nice. I mean, yeah, that basically pays my damn salary.
Basically, it's not basically. It
no,
does.
It does.
It does.
And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I mean, like I said, I built this.
You did. I didn't do none of this shit.
Yeah.
Can you show them with this look on this camera? Can you like move the cameras and so they can see on YouTube? Is that possible?
What you mean?
Like this camera right here, that's the secondary camera. And kind of like, because this swivels up and down and shit, right?
Oh, you want me to show them the studio?
Show them what you built. You just say you built it so they can see. We talking about content and shit like that?
Yeah, so those lenses are super long, so you're not going to see anything.
What you mean?
Like those. They're like
it's
telephoto lenses. Yeah, so you're not able to see wide enough.
You can't zoom out?
You can, but it's on 50, so that's the widest it goes.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
That's a close up.
I'm sure everybody's seen it. I mean, you posted the commercial I did on your
You got the commercial in the computer?
Nah, I don't have it on here.
Well, either which way. See, look, they're saying a behind the scenes view of the setup would be clutch.
Oh boy.
So do this camera then. Pause.
Yo, is that my phone?
Yeah, that's your phone. Turn your phone off, Tooks. Your phone is ringing too much.
Yo, all right.
Your phone is buzzing too much.
Just show
them a quick sneak peek of the studio so they can understand.
You're gonna have to talk though.
I'll talk. Just keep it on me. That way they can understand, because Superior Imaging said this like 3 times, right? Of seeing a sneak peek of what the studio looks like. So that way, because we having a marketing, branding, podcasting type of conversation, that way folks can kind of see exactly what's going on here. And like, you don't need a lot of space. Oh, you took the whole thing off the camera.
You have to.
Oh, okay. All right, fuck it. Take the whole thing off.
I don't even know if I can.
Okay, Tooks is getting busy over here for y'all.
I mean, I'll try.
Yeah, you got it. Just go that way.
I can't move though.
Yeah, you just need to swivel the camera. All right, so here's a behind the scenes view of what the studio look like, right? You see MG the mortgage guy right here, right? You see the books in the lap, all right? You see the YouTube plaques, okay? You see the YouTube plaques that we keep here. But if you kind of look at the scenery, right? This is not a big space, you know what I mean? Like, I'm catty cornered. This chair right here is catty cornered as well, right? We got the white wall, the lights change colors, right? We got the plants in the background, and look, show them the lights and shit. So we got lights in the ceiling, right? We got the lights in the ceiling. There's a light right next to Tooks as well, right? And then you see we got the teleprompter on this one. All right. And then show them your area. So we got the Tukes area. That camera usually has a teleprompter. You see the teleprompter near the boards and everything like that.
Yeah, that's the prompter right there.
Right? So you got the prompter right there. And then you got the TV on the wall. Show them the TV. Which when y'all see me looking up, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the TV because it's a bigger view. Pause. And then you have this camera right here, the other camera. So we got 3 camera angles, right? That's a secondary shot for me. But you see right behind there, there's a door, right? So, and that's not a Heineken. That's a sparkling water because Tukes is bougie. Okay, right? So you see you got a little light right there. And that's when I play my R&B music on because that's a Bluetooth light. So when I want to get in that vibe, I play my R&B tunes. And we keep it moving from there, right? So again, you don't need much space is what I'm trying to tell you. In this room, y'all, is 110 square feet. That's Tukes' corner, right? And he's all the way on that side. I'm on this side. And it's not like we're on top of each other, pause. Like, it's enough space. And we have in here, usually...
I'm going to have to refocus this now.
No, I think it's okay. So, like, we are in here. It's Tukes. If I'm filming with somebody else, and usually they have somebody with them that sits on the side right here. So 4 people go in this room comfortable. All right? And it's only 110 square feet, y'all. I'm giving y'all the behind-the-scenes look of Garland Media Studios.
Yeah.
Now, this ain't $10,000 worth of equipment. I want to keep it real with you. This is
It's
probably
more like 4,000.
This ain't no 4,000. You said 4,000?
He got offended.
Yeah, I did. I did. Fucking light cost 4,000. My teleprompter 3. What are you talking about? Don't disrespect the money that I invested into myself. This studio is probably 50,000 of equipment.
It goes. The number goes up every time you mention it.
It's
He's making up.
50,000.
Don't let him fabricate these stories.
No, bro. Remember, we got a whole bunch of equipment we don't even use no more.
I mean, I can give you probably actual just by looking.
Okay, how much is the equipment in here? Not the other equipment.
Okay, so each camera is about $1,700. So let's just say
Without lenses.
Without lenses, yes.
Okay, so 1,700 times 3.
Right. So okay, so then
that's like 6,000 with tax.
Yeah, so 6 bands. So then we have adapters to be able to put these the adapters to be able to put the lenses on. The adapters are about $700 each. So
the adapters for 3 cameras.
Yeah,
that's like 2,100.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the lenses are like 1,000. So
3,000. So cameras, lenses, and whatever adapters you just said, that's basically $20,000.
So yeah, maybe
like 15, 16,000.
The prompter's $2,000 or $3,000.
No, that counts as $3,000 because I said,
he knew.
I know that one because I was like, what the fuck are you buying for $3,000? Why am I buying this shit?
Yeah, no, that prompter's expensive, but I got tired of you complaining about I can't see, so I was like, all right, well, this is what you gotta pay, bro. You gotta pay to play.
No, it's kind of fly because you got the screen here and it got another screen that can go right here too on the bottom too. So we don't even use that one no more.
Yeah, I took that out because it was way too heavy. And these tripods aren't even supposed to have a camera like that on there, but it works.
It works, and these tripods are expensive too.
Yeah, that one's like $400 and these are $300. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just for the camera equipment, it's like $20,000.
Well, okay, and then the lights are about $700 each. Then that one's $150, and then you have the backlights. So I guess this is like, about 30
like
K.
3,000 in lighting. You didn't even get to these boards and all this other crap that's up here.
I don't know about 50K. Maybe 35.
Maybe 40.
All right, 40.
Because you got this Rodecaster, you got
that's about 800.
You got these adapters and all this other shit.
Yeah, all stuff is actually pricey. It is expensive. The switcher, the Stream Deck, which we use to put up the lower thirds and notifications and so on, that's like $200. The board for the lights to change the colors in the background, as you guys can see. That's like
shit's expensive.
So yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, this is not for the weak at heart. None of this.
Well, if you're serious about it,
what's up with this devil color?
What do you mean? It's pink.
This is pink.
You don't like pink?
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. In
he
my
freaked out.
Yeah, it was like I felt like
I like
whatever color you had before. What was it? White.
Yeah. This is it. This is what it was.
Yeah, I like this one better. I look brighter.
Yeah, actually, the sound panels were expensive too. Those were I hate these, but they were pricey. This is during COVID that I put those up. So the background I just did after we came back from Invest Fest.
But it was another background up here. It was a black one.
Yeah, same style, just black, but the white is better just for lighting and stuff. So yeah,
If you want this type of level of
all right, so maybe it is $50K. Maybe it is $50K.
That's why I keep telling you.
With the chairs too. The chairs are $300 each. So yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Now that
table,
I'm saying
plants, Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's like 200.
That's what I'm saying. When you start breaking down TV, everything that you buy, all adapters, these mics I have is $400 a piece. The Shure mic that you're using, $400 a piece. He already told you I own 4 of them. I don't need to use none of them shits because I hate them.
It's so much better for sound, but I don't know.
I just don't want nothing in my mouth. Pause.
That's why you have that mic on.
Well, yeah, this works for me.
Yeah.
So I say all this to say, it all adds up at the end of the day, but don't expect to turn a profit.
At least not
immediately. No, you're not going to turn a profit. So you have to be willing. There's something I ask my class, my students, I say, look, how much money are you willing to lose by investing in real estate? Obviously, no one wants to lose any money, but you're going to lose money. I just lost money. I'm going to tell a story one day. One day soon. I got a whole good story for y'all of this money I just lost. But we'll circle back on that, right? That's going to be fun. That's going to be a good conversation. So when you're investing into your intellectual property, you have to be willing to take a loss and also invest into yourself because you understand, like, why the hell you put the camera on them? Are you trying to focus it?
No, that's for me to see.
Oh.
I don't see that.
They see it. Oh, no, they see me.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking you on that.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to invest into yourself. And you have to do this because you're not looking for a money grab. You're looking for, what are you looking for? You're looking to help others.
Who?
No, I'm just saying, if you're going to start podcasting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
And putting out content, you can't be looking for a money grab. You got to be looking, because this is weird. You have to be looking to, what's your purpose? What's your mission behind this? Like, your content has to be mission focused.
Yep.
It has to be like, there's a problem, I'm here to give the solution. Now you can, like, obviously sell your products and everything like that. You guys, I'm talking about my master classes. I'm talking about InvestFest. Go to investfest.com, get your tickets, all that good stuff, right? I'm gonna post some links in the chat right now. And yeah, we ain't non for profit. We want to make money. And shout out to keeping it moving with the super chat, right? Talk about the contractor thief. We'll talk about that in a second. But you have to have, like, we have a mission when it comes to my content, and it's to educate our community at a high level on everything we can on real estate. Like, we got all types of great content coming out. We're going to talk about Airbnbs. We're going to talk about seller financing. I could talk about the contractor thief. I could talk about how I just lost some money on a real estate transaction. There's a whole bunch of content that comes in my world. Yeah. And it's not like I'm trying to, like, even today, like, and that's why Tooks always say you got to be structured, you got to be efficient, because he knows me, I never know what we're talking about. Because there's so much that goes on in my day, I just be like, yo, just turn the camera on. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And that's what I did today. I just said, yo, turn on the camera, bro, because I don't have a title for this video. We'll just figure it out. Because I'm literally going through my motion of a deal right before I got on live. But I'm not ready to talk about that yet. But if you're a busy professional, you always have something to talk about if you know what you're doing. And if you're active in whatever you say you're doing. See, a lot of people out here are just lying about everything that they say or they do, that you can see in their content, they don't have a lot. They can't go deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah. It's just real surface level type of shit. Right. And you start to realize after you just start seeing them recycle the same content, but they use different words or backgrounds, but it's really the same kind of content. Yeah, yeah. It's just because maybe they're not really active or in motion like they try to portray that they are. Yeah. So that's why for me, I just like, yo, Tooks, just turn on camera. We can figure it out through a conversation. Even if just sitting here answering questions, we can do that
Yeah.
and get good content out of it. But again, you have to be passionate about what you do because this is a full-time job. Like, we create content, I'm not going to say every day,
Yeah.
but
we have the luxury not to have to every day because of the work that was done already the past, 6 months?
yeah, we went crazy.
Yeah.
We went crazy. And now we could take a break. Summertime.
Yeah,
Like,
a little bit, you know.
A little bit. Not a lot. Like, we didn't film in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the last videos that we put up were doing pretty well.
But that's also another thing, repurposing your content,
Yeah.
right? So when we go on live, like how long we been on live now?
50 minutes.
50 minutes of live. Within this 50 minutes, there was some good content already. We're talking about podcasting, marketing, branding, and starting YouTube channel. We gave a sneak peek of behind the scenes of what the office looked like. These are all now clips 10-minute clips here, 10-minute clips here. Now we can repurpose and put back on YouTube, and it's now a new video. You got a new title for it, this, that, and the third. So that also goes to all you folks out there who's trying to put out content. I think if you learn how to document your process, you're not really sitting here trying to create content. And I think when people try to create content, it comes off kind of salesy and it comes off kind of corny.
Yeah.
Versus you just documenting the journey that you've been through. Like even when we interviewing people, like I don't have a set of questions. Like, cause I don't want to sit there and try to memorize all these questions, number one. I want to have a conversation with you and let the conversation flow naturally so that way the content comes out better to me.
I agree. I'm learning that. I mean, I have questions when I do when I do my interviews, but I agree with what you're saying in that sense because sometimes conversations don't go as planned. Actually, all the time.
They never go as planned.
But if you know what you're talking about, you can kind of
pivot.
Yeah, you can pivot a little bit.
Look, when life throw you lemons, you got to make lemonade at the end of the day. And at any given time, life will throw you lemons.
Yeah.
So when you get those lemons, if you know how to make lemonade, it doesn't matter. This is why sometimes I don't stress out on a lot of things because it's just like, all right, I'll figure it out.
I don't know if I agree with that one. But
I don't stress out a lot, bro. Look, I don't look a day over 35.
A day over 35. I'm 32.
Exactly, and I don't look that much older than you.
Hold on, I gotta hear this one. Do you guys think that? You hear what he's saying? I mean, I'm not saying you look old.
I don't look my age.
You don't look your age. So do you guys think that he looks 3 years older than me?
I look like I'm 35 years old, bro. 100%.
I would say 39.
I don't look 39.
I don't even know what 39 looks like.
I look 35.
I don't know. I don't know. It's the grays that's throwing me off.
Fuck you.
Yo, I have one too. Bro. I legit have one.
Look, I don't look a day over 35. I don't care what none of y'all tell me. Black don't crack.
37, 39. I agree with 37, 39.
37, 39?
Yeah.
Somebody say it must be the light. Fuck y'all. I don't look a day over 35 and I'm sticking with that. But I'm about to be 45. And when I tell people that, they be like, what? It's because I'm not stressed. I don't let nothing stress me for the most part. I try not to.
Yeah, it's crazy because I really don't agree with you. But you look young. Unk.
This fucking guy.
Oh man. So all right.
This fucking guy.
All right. So we got that. Enough about the podcast stuff. Tell us what happened with this contractor situation.
Oh my God.
Unless you don't want to talk about it, because we speak briefly about it on text, but like we didn't really. I mean, can you talk about it or no?
You want to play the video? No, the video got music in it. You can't play that. I was about to say play the
Well, you sent me the clip though, no?
Yeah, I don't, because I was kind of like about to get at him. So I don't want that energy in the universe. That's why I put a song over it.
I think it's so much funnier without the song though. Yo, I just hear you talking. So where you going with that? The job is done, right? Like, where you going with that? Yo, how long you had the camera up for, man? You just put it up real quick and you was like, I'm gonna get him.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you the whole story. So I pull up to the spot, right? I pull up to Garland Gardens. So if you don't know, I'm building the house right now. And it's been a process. It's been a lot going on with Garland Gardens. It's It's a process. And I'm my own general contractor. So I didn't hire a builder. I became the builder myself because I wanted to save money.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're having this conversation because this is going to be a whole separate clip too, right? So reason why I did that is because number one, I want to get into building homes. That's the next direction and step that I want to go for in my real estate journey.
Homes.
Building homes, buildings, whatever it is. I want to build shit.
Okay.
Right? So, and this is something that I've always wanted to do, but I was a little bit intimidated by it. So I've done rehabs a lot, but building something is something that I've never done, and I really wanted to do that. So I said, why not practice on my own crib? Especially after I started getting all these quotes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to sit here and pay these fools all this money because when you start really breaking it down, a GC is going to make a 20 to 40% margin
Yeah.
on the full scope of your work. Rightfully so in some cases because they've taken all the time and headache and they got the systems, they
Right.
got the subcontractors. Like, it's a lot to do this. But I'm the type of person that I like hands-on experience. And I'm fortunate enough to have built many relationships with home builders over my years of being in real estate that I have people that I can call and ask questions, but also I'm on YouTube University
Right.
all the time watching like plumber shit, electric. Like right now I'm looking at plumbers and electricians. It's all on YouTube. And I just learn the lingo.
Yeah.
So we framed the house. The house is framed. And part of my arrangement with my framers, my framer, shout out to them. They're actually really good. They did the excavation. They did the new foundation. They framed up the house. They're doing the roof, etc. Right?
Right.
So part of my arrangement with them is, look, I'm looking to save money. So I want to be able to buy the materials. He was like, I'm cool with that. He said, I'll give you the order, right, of what materials you need
Right.
and, you know, your takeoffs, and you can shop it to whoever you want. But I'll tell you, here's the people that I use, and you can, you know, send them the information and shop. So that's what I do. I'll go to the people that they recommend. So like for the lumber, they send me to their lumber guy. I got a quote. Now I take that quote that they give me because it breaks down all the lumber the way I need. Now I could just now go to other lumber companies and say, yo, here's my quote. Can you beat this? Can you beat this? And then from there, I make a determination of who I want to work with, and then I get on the phone with the people and I ask a lot of questions.
Right.
And that's how I determine who I'm going to hire. So with the lumber, I wound up going with their recommendation because they actually had really good price. And then I sent the quotes to people that I know who build, and they were telling me, nah, this is good price. But this could be cheaper here. These LVLs, they should be more expensive, but these are good price on these LVLs, but I see where they're making it up at, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm learning this game. With the roof, it was the same thing. They gave me a list of everything I needed for the roof, for all the materials, and said, yo, I'm going to send it to my roofing people. You can go to wherever you want to go. So I went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
I opened up a Home Depot Pro account, which is an amazing account. I love
Why?
it.
Wait. Why Home Depot and not Lowe's? Does it make a difference?
They both offer like pro accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you can get discounts.
It's like 10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get like, and the more you spend, the more discounts that you get
Right.
on your thing. So I didn't go to Lowe's because I'm so accustomed to going to Home Depot. So I say, you know what? For Lowe's, for materials of everything else I'm doing, I'll start comparing them two now together, along with other mom and pop shops, right?
Yeah.
But for the roof materials, they gave me a quote. The materials alone was like, their quote I think was $11,000. And with Home Depot's, with delivery and everything, it came out to like $10,000.
Okay. So you save.
So I saved the buck,
Yeah.
and then now I start to build a relationship with Home Depot. Great, right? So I get that. I go, and they're doing the roof. So the subcontract, he hired his own roofers, right? It wasn't his immediate team. He hired his own subs to do the roof. And so that morning, I was speaking to him. He's like, yo, because I'm still was thinking about, because remember I did the 1-story.
Yeah.
So I was like still thinking about chopping it off and really doing the 2-story mansion. I'm still crazy. Still thinking about that shit. So I told him like, yo, I'm thinking about chopping off the roof and just fuck it, doing the mansion. And he's like, yo, Mateo.
Mateo, I forgot.
Yeah, he's like, yo, Mateo, no, we're finishing the roof today.
Mateo, I'm gonna start calling MG Mateo. I forgot about
He was
that.
like, so I was like, all right, you finishing the roof today? Bet. I was like, you gonna be at the house later? He was like, yeah, I'll probably be there towards the end of the day. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm gonna go out there. So I went out there towards the end of the day, and I also wanted to see like the finished product while the guys were still working.
Yeah.
So I can see if I can see anything visible that I want them to kind of tweak or whatever. So as I'm getting there, you know, my shit has the hill. So they have the van parked, and I see homeboy got a big box of the material on his shoulder, walking to the van and throwing it in the van.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what this nigga doing? I was like, why is he throwing a box in his van for? Now, mind you, I was there the day before, and I saw exactly how much material was left to finish the job. So I was like, okay, maybe it's only one box. So now I get to the van, and I see what y'all saw in the video. And I'm like, you know what? Let me pull out my phone and record this. Because at first I'm like, yo, I'm going to send it to homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm recording it, and then dude is looking at me like kind of crazy, like while I'm recording. So I'm like, yo, Poppy, yo, y'all finished with the roof? Roof is done? He like, yeah, roof done, right? I said, oh, okay. I said, so no more work. He said, no, job finished. So he's speaking perfectly fine English. Then I said, yo, so that's where you see me pointing at the thing. Like, yo, so what's up with this material? What you doing? He said, oh, no, English. I said, this nigga.
Who was he calling?
So I was like, bro, what are you doing with my material in your truck? So now I get loud. So he pulls out the phone. I guess he's calling my guy. So he's starting to speak Spanish to me. Yo, papi, blah, blah, blah. He's saying something, but then I hear on the phone, because he had on a speaker, he's like, no, you got to put it in garage. He was saying it in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
But I knew he was saying garage. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, garage. Where you going with my material, yo? So he's like, oh. I was like, nah, you got to put this in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Because now I don't even want to keep it in the garage. Yeah. Because you could just come back and steal it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
The house is open.
Yeah.
So put it in the garage, go to Home Depot, and it was $1,300 in change of returns. So I'm like, what? This dude tried to take $1,300 from me. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Now, one of the things with the Home Depot Pro account, because Tony was with me, and she went in, she actually did the return, because I was in the car on a call, so she went in and did the return, and they didn't ask her for no ID, no nothing.
Yeah, they don't.
No, and they return it in cash.
Yeah, they do that too.
They don't even put it back on your. They don't even put it back on your card.
Yeah, that's. I think Lowe's does the same thing too.
They give it back in cash.
Yeah, they give
And I said, what? They didn't even ask you for no ID or nothing. Like, they didn't even call me to see if you was on my account or anything. She's like, no. I'm like, this is the scammer shit that these people are probably doing. Taking materials from jobs and just go and return it, especially if they know you purchased it from Home Depot or Lowe's, because these big box retailers would just return it with no questions asked.
Yeah.
And we'll give you back cash.
That's the play. That's the play.
That's a play. So you got to think about how many people this is getting done to. Now, obviously, when I posted that, you got the contractors all up in my shit. Pause.
Saying what?
All types of shit. Like, yo, if it's their job and this, that, and the third, they're supposed to, that's their materials, this, that,
It's
third.
their materials. That's crazy.
One guy was like, yo, we
That's
we
crazy.
put it in the contract that it's our materials, anything left over, this, that, and the third. Because, and I understand what they were trying to say.
I get it too. Because who else is gonna use that material? You're not gonna go in the house.
Because ultimately, when the general population is doing any type of construction, you're signing a contract with whatever contractors,
Right.
and they're giving you a price that includes labor and material, right? And then from there, you're agreeing to that price. Let's just say the roof was $25,000, right? And that includes labor and material, and we get it done in a week. You agree to that. So, and in most cases, they're not breaking down what was labor, what was material. They're just saying, yo, this is that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it includes X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Even like when you do kitchens and bathroom, they'll say, yo, this is how much it's going to cost, and maybe you have a budget of $5,000 for fixtures, so you can have pretty fixtures or whatever it is, right? That's how a lot of these contracts read. So what these folks wasn't realizing is that, no, my deal with my contractor is I buy the material and you're charging me for labor. Because now you got to think about it. That was $1,300 worth of extra material.
So basically, that was their like the safety net. You're saying, so that way if they have
they gave me an order that was too much,
right, just in case.
Just in case, right? So they can have enough. But if I wasn't there and paying attention to my inventory, and if I didn't show up that day, I would have never known that they didn't use all the material.
But you shop the material yourself, though.
Yes, but I don't know what's being used and what's not being used because I'm not a roofer.
But what I'm saying is, since you went to get the material yourself,
exactly,
and it wasn't thrown into the contractor saying, "Hey, it's $25,000 with materials
correct.
included."
You're charging me for your labor of getting the thing done.
So it's not theirs; it's yours.
It's mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this situation,
it's mine.
Yours.
Yes,
right.
Give it to me.
Yeah,
you don't need to take it, right? Like it's mine. Give me my shit. So. It's either one or two things these guys was going to do. Either A, return it and get the money back, or B, save it for the next roof job. And then now you already have somebody who wants a black roof, which black is like charcoal gray, right?
Yeah.
You want to get a roof. You got already some materials to start that job with. So now you can go to the next person and say, I need all this other material, and now it just adds on.
Right.
Especially if it's the same, because that's a traditional type of roof color. So now think about it. If you do a couple roofs a week or a month, you have enough leftover material where you can probably go return all of this shit.
Yeah.
Or do your own roof in your own house now for free, basically.
Yeah.
So what a lot of these contractors are doing is they're making margin on top of the material. So you got to think about it. Anybody who's doing contracting, you got to think about it. People get paid day rates. Think about it. And I'm not talking about, even if you go to Home Depot, you see the guys out there, they want to do work. They're always looking for people. You need help? I do this, I do that, right? You ask them for shits and giggles, how much you charge? They'll tell you, $25 an hour, $30 an hour. Yeah. Right? But these people will charge you, the labor's going to cost $10,000, $15,000. But you only got 3 people working. So even if I'm paying, $60 an hour at 40 hours a week, and it's going to take, that's only a couple $1,000s. So where's the rest of that money? No, you're making a surplus, a margin on top of that. And then now you still got all that extra material. So think about it, that saved me $1,300.
Yeah.
That's $1,300. So actually my roof bill wasn't $10,000. It was $8,700, which was still cheaper than the $11,000.
Right.
That I was originally quoted. So I posted that video to show people, look, the con shit does happen. I don't just be sitting here talking. That's one. 2, I'm not exempt from being con just because I'm MG, the mortgage guy. No. I'm liable to get got too.
Yeah.
Number 3, people's like, yo, you should call out the company so we never knew them, so we know who the scammers are. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, it's too much.
No, I'm going to tell you the solutions to try to avoid getting scammed. So you understand the business, right? I'm not here to be the scam buster guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not going to call out the company. No, I'm going to show you, here was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the solution. This is what I would do differently, right? And I wouldn't really do nothing differently. I was watching, paying attention to my inventory. I negotiated a deal where I could buy the materials myself so I can get the true pricing that I see fit. You know what I'm saying? And I use my Amex card so that way I can get points.
Yeah.
And then I also opened up a Home Depot Pro account so I can get discounts. And now that I know the return policy is so lenient, anytime I order any materials, even if I order extra, I know I can, anything that's unused, I can always return it and get my money back and apply it to something else.
Right.
So there's really nothing I would do differently in there. It's just all a learning lesson. And that's why I put that video out there, was for it to be more of a learning lesson for people to understand, like, hey, you can control your materials.
Yeah.
Now, some contractors they don't want to do that because they want to control everything. And I understand from their standpoint too, like, to play devil's advocate, it's much easier for them to just manage everything on their own,
Yeah.
do what they have to do. Because not all contractors are looking to con you.
Right.
There's actually really good contractors out there that just want to make sure that things are done right. And they have their own systems and shit like that. And I understand that. But for me, it was more about, look, I'm learning. And I'm
Yeah.
being clear. Like, look, I can just give you all reins and control over my project and not learn nothing. Or I can be involved. I can be at this house every day that I'm in New York. I could be here when y'all working. I could be asking questions. I'm going to be involved. I'm not, don't look at me as a homeowner. Look at me as a GC.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you questions because I'm trying to learn and I want you to teach me. And anybody that I bring onto my jobs, that's part of, like, even all my plumbers and electricians and everybody, my HVAC guys I'm interviewing right now, that's one of my requirements. You must teach me your trade. And if I can't have conversation with you and I can't learn from you, I won't hire you. I don't care about your price. Because if you can't teach me what you're doing, then that means I can't duplicate it in the next house I do.
Yeah.
And I'm not knowing what to look for,
Right.
the pitfalls. Like, even with the plumber that I'm potentially going to hire, he's teaching me about water pipes and like 3/4 inch pipes versus 1 inch pipes and the difference of how it will flow through the house and all this other shit. I'm like, oh shit, this is mind blowing. I love this,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But like the plumber stuff, I'm not going to take the chance at ordering plumber material.
That's a whole different.
That's a
ballgame.
whole different ball game. I don't really want to go. And the Home Depot Pro, they good. You can give them a list and they'll go fetch everything for you. But I don't need to. I'm not going to try to get too deep into this pause. But like things like when I do, whether it's tile, appliances, obviously, marble, things like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sheetrock. I'm ordering all of that shit because I want to know how much this is really cost, because these people would try to get over you, especially you doing kitchens, like heavy things, like kitchen. Like I knew the roof, it was like, because I got quotes from roofers, 30,000, 35,000. Even when the builders, I'm looking at that I was going to hire, and they tell me what they was going to charge for roofs because they break everything down for me. I'm like, 35,000. I know it's a big house, but damn, I ain't paying 35,000, 30,000 for a roof. Now with this, with labor, I'm paying less than $20,000 for my roof.
Yeah.
The same roof I was about to pay $30,000+ for if I would have hired a builder to do this. That just showed me, I did the right thing. Like, yeah, I could have lost $1,300, but I still would have been up because I managed to do everything on my own. So my message to everybody out here is make sure if you're doing a rehab, try to be involved as possible. Now, obviously, this is much harder to do if you're doing out-of-state rehabs and stuff like that, especially if you're not going to be in a state while it's happening. But that's why I love the Home Depot Pro accounts and stuff like that is, look, even if you're out of state, I can say, give me your list for your materials. If I'm doing roof or anything I can get from Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, and I can shop it with them in that city, in that state, and then I can just go tell my contractor, look, go buy the material from Home Depot. My card is already on file. I like that price. Give me a quote from your guy. Let me see what they quote it. I'll send it to Home Depot. Let me see if I can get better. And if I like it better here, then you know what? I'm going with Home Depot. Go buy the material from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Home Depot Pro, they'll call you or text you before they complete the order. Like, and your card and everything is on file. And they call you, you approve this? Yes, I do. Okay, bet. Boom. And deliver it to the project. And you can do that anywhere out of state. But again, you have to just understand and know that you can do this stuff.
Yeah.
Most people, when I posted that home, and the next day I posted the Home Depot Pro video. I actually took that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when I first signed up and shit like that. And I had the lady explain the benefits. It's actually like a 2.5 minute video, but you know, Reels only do 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more information. I might do a part 2 to that video. But there's things out there to try to safeguard us from being conned, right? And one of the things is, look, when you out here shopping, ask them, if you're doing a new bathroom for me and I got all these things going on, what is labor costs? What are materials? And if they don't want to give you the difference in a breakdown because they don't want to see how much they're charging for labor, then you have to ask yourself, is this someone I really want to work with? For me, it's all about transparency.
Yeah.
If you do a good job and you are like, I like your work, I'm going to pay you. We had this conversation again today, right? If you doing what I think you need to be doing, I'm going to pay you what I think you're worth to me. But if I feel like you're not, then like, yo, why you charging me all this? So if the job is going to cost me 20 and you're saying 12 of it is labor, then the material is 8. Like, what the fuck? That's like, how long is this going to take you to do? How many men are going to be working? Now I got to start questioning, like, how much does this really cost labor-wise, too? But I'm not going to try to shake you down too much because, again, I want my job done.
Right.
So I'm not going to try to penny pinch everything, but I think for me, where I'm saving a lot of money right now is labor. And also I cut out the middleman, which is the general contractor. Now, obviously I could be much further ahead in my house right now if I had a GC, but I don't care because I'm learning and I know I'm going to be able to repeat this process the second time I do it much faster, much more efficient because now I'm understanding, like, you see me, I be having my measuring tape, like I'm understanding like shit, like I'm now turning myself into a GC.
Yeah.
And it works for me. It's on my Instagram. So go to my Instagram page, MG the Mortgage Guy, go to my Reels and you'll be able to see it. So that's the contracting story of Garland Gardens. I saved myself an extra $1,300 by keeping a track on my material list and seeing what was there.
Good to know, because I had a lot of questions about that, but you pretty much answered them. Because I was like, well, what were you gonna do with the materials anyways? Like, just leave them in the front yard? You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's if you paid for it without it being like thrown into a budget that they gave you, then it's your material.
Look, if I would have said, yo, the roof is $25,000, here's $12,500 right now, another $12,500 at completion, I don't want to I'm cool with that price. That sounds reasonable. They quoted me 30, I saved 5. Y'all do y'all, right? I don't want to be bothered with this shit. Cool. But if we have an agreement where I say, yo, I have the ability to buy my own material, then you know what? That material is mine. And even if I just want to leave it in my garage just in case I need to redo my roof 10 years from now, 5 years from now, guess what? I got some material here. Something happens, a tree hits, a branch hits, some shingle fall off. You know what? I got some shingles in the garage. Go up there, roofer, and fix my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you never know. It's my material. I get to choose to do whatever I want with it. I paid my hard-earned money. And that's the con of this, right? The CON. It's like, yo, everybody trying to make their money.
Yeah.
And I get it. But most of the time, folks are doing this renovation, don't have a lot of money. And if you're trying to milk me out of everything, and then also you're doing shoddy jobs, it's like, and you're doing shoddy work too. It's like, yo, come on, bro. Now I gotta repair what you done fucked up too? And you charge an arm and a leg? Like, come on. If you get reasonable price, and this is everything, like even when you're selling products and coaching programs, and like when I see people selling stuff, I'm like, yo, why you charging so much?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. But it's just like, dog, how you expect people to get real estate if you charge all this money? Like, it don't make sense to me. It's like, it don't make sense. So if you fixing my house, it's like, bro, don't you want referrals? Don't you want to stay busy?
I never understood that though. All these people, why would you?
Why would you do that? Don't you want referrals?
I don't get it.
So look, a satisfied client will bankrupt your business. I need to create raving fans, like to the point where anybody I hear talk about a roof or some framing or some concrete, yo, you gotta call my guy here.
Yeah.
Not only did they do a great job, they was efficient, they were clean, they was on time, but the price was right. They saved me 10, 15% more than everybody. And they gave me better quality work or the highest level of quality work based off the price. They didn't like, the quality didn't suffer because they were cheaper.
Right.
That's why I think you can excel. And this is why I like this low ticket item world that I'm in. I like giving $30 books and I be doing $19 webinars. Like even my 10-week course was $97 for 10 weeks. Like that's high value for a low entry price point where now those folks, they are like, yo, I want to be mentored by you. I want to join your community because I understand, I see the value that you're giving. And then they tell their friends. And then every week I got new people coming in into my matrix. It's because I'm over delivering and I'm not charging a lot for it. And ultimately, the more people I have that are my raving fans, now they become my salespeople. So now when they're all ready to buy a house or invest, who you think they're going to come to for a loan? God willing, MG the mortgage guy. Now, that's my upsell.
Yeah.
I get more and more loans closed, and then my fingerprint is really on the generational wealth of a whole community. And it's just, it rents and repeats itself. And that's why I like where we at, and that's why I like giving content out. And this is why I invested $50,000 into equipment.
35.
No,
I'm
you agreed 50, nigga. Right? But that's why I invested this amount of money into equipment, to have Tukes with me full time, to have Will, our other editor, with us full time, to do all of this stuff. It's like, yo, even a 2-day class, this is a 2-day master class. We there for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, it was 8 hours.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I gave them food.
Yeah, we got some sushi.
We had some sushi.
Some crackers, some bread.
Yeah, bagels and shit. Coffee.
No, it was good. Pizza. Oh, bro, those garlic knots though.
Those garlic knots are
addicting.
popping. I ain't gonna
Off topic, my bad.
But I'm telling you, like, yo, you do it. But that's the general admission is $297. The VIP is $497. That shit is dirt cheap. I know people that charge $10,000 for 2-day classes.
Are people still doing high ticket items right now?
Yeah, hell yeah. People buying them shits up left and right.
Them?
Left and right.
That's crazy.
Left and right. 40,000, 50,000, 25,000. Left and right. I know people who do too, and look, I'm not against that. I understand it? In some cases I do. In some cases I don't. Right?
Not for real estate. I don't agree with that.
For real estate, I don't understand it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But I understand why people do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking anyone who does.
Right.
But I just look at it as, if you're going to spend that amount of money, you can go buy something and learn.
Yeah.
Learn by experience. That's just my opinion.
That's how it should be, though. I feel my opinion is that's how it should be. I would never take $30,000 or $40,000 and put it into a course and like know that I can put that into a house. Like, why am I going to go and pay somebody that money when if they really had, like, if they really cared about me and what I'm doing, they would say, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to take that $40,000 and we're going to put it into a crib.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of caring about you, right? You got to also look at, and this is why I could play devil's advocate on that.
Yeah.
When you are giving yourself to a community, it takes a lot of time away from what you want to do.
Right.
It takes a lot of energy. And you yourself have put in countless hours into your profession and also money to learn to get where you are too. So your time has a value. And in most cases, and I'll be honest with you, like even my mentorship, that thing's $5,000. I stay with you for a whole year for $5,000 and we have 12, 13 calls a year based off of whatever you want to speak about, and I'm there to help you, right? Even I was telling one of my mentees today, like, yo, sometimes I regret even doing it at this price because it's like, it's a lot to
Yeah, you
sit
should
here.
definitely double that.
No, I'm going to double it to $10,000.
That seems fair. I think 10 grand's fair to pay somebody
Because I'm giving you my time now. Like it's not
for the year also.
it's for a year, and
Yeah,
this is not group.
Yeah.
This is one-on-one.
Okay, maybe I don't know. That's tough, man. I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
What? One-on-one
Give
for a
up
year?
my time for 10 bands.
But see, I look at, again, trading time for money.
Well, in my
Right.
space, not real estate.
But even in real estate, you still got to look at, you trading time for money,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And when you trade time for money, it's like you working.
Right.
But for me, I look at it as, look, I love speaking to people.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can sit here and be on the phone with someone for 30 to 45 minutes once a month, okay, and it helps them get across the finish line for what they want to do.
If they do, that's the best part though, is when they actually execute
from the
the
teachings and the
information, yeah.
learnings, and it's not a program. It's
Right.
people get on and they speak to me about what they want to speak about.
Yeah.
And then I help them navigate through there, and I provide whatever resources that they need to help them get to the finish line of whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. I got people that own 10, 15 properties that's trying to go to this level, right? Then I got people that got 1 or 2 that are trying to go to 3 or 4, right? And I'm personalizing. So everything is, I call it like therapy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you're coming to my virtual couch. Like you've heard me say this shit. But I feel as if somebody can make that money back,
Yeah.
because I can save you on your financing deals. I can help you on some negotiation. I can help you analyze deals, like whatever it is. But I think once you get to the bigger numbers, it's
Yeah.
much harder for a person to make that money back. And I think some people will make that money back, but there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to make that money back, and they're going to feel a certain way about that in a few years because they're going to feel like, yo, I just wasted my money.
Yeah.
And it's not just and it's not because of the person who provided the program. Sometimes it's the people themselves who just don't put in the work to do so. But it's very unfortunate that a lot of people won't be successful when they're spending that type of money. And people think, if I'm spending this type of money, it will work. It will be successful. And in most cases, it won't.
Yeah, that's
In majority of cases, it won't work. I'm sorry. It won't work.
That's with anything.
No, it won't work.
I feel like people get caught up in the idea of wanting to do something rather than actually executing. It's like I kind of call it like it's a little weird to say, but like it's like mental. No, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, it's you get caught up in the idea of wanting to do stuff and you feel like if you put your money or if you pay for something, that you're like you're executing, but you know you're paying that money to learn. You still have to go out and do the work after that. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. You have to go out there and do the work. But a lot of people are not going to do the work.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to give up. It's some roadblocks going to come up and they're not going to execute. Now, in a lot of cases, some cases, I would say, like I got some great mentees, like they're out here, they're in motion. Then I got some mentees that I got to kick in the ass more.
Yeah.
Like, yo, come on, get in motion because you need to make the best out of this time that we have. And it don't work unless you work.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do, like, it don't work unless you work. If you work, then it will work. If you don't work, it's not going to work. It don't matter how much money. You can spend $100,000. It don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
If you don't work, the shit ain't going to work.
No, it's true.
It doesn't matter. So so when it comes to things like that, that's why I like to keep my things low. Because I know if somebody invests, whether it's the mentorship, whether you join my community, whether you join my live classes, whether it's in person or like the 10-week every Tuesday, we got like 3 more weeks of that. If you join these things and you put in the work and you utilize the teachings and you actually sitting there learning and taking notes and going back and reviewing the webinars and stuff like that, like, yo, it will help you save money and get your deals closed.
Yeah.
Period. But again, I got people, they ain't never gonna buy a house, and I know it. Like, I had to refund a couple people on the mentorship because it's like, yo, you're not in position. You just spent your last money to be a part of this for what? That's not smart.
Most people won't do that though. They won't refund. And
Nah,
that's just
they won't. I don't want your money.
Yeah.
You're not in a position to buy. I want to work with people, especially if you're a mentee. Like, I want you to be able to buy. That's the whole purpose for me, because then it wastes my time. I'm sitting here talking to you for 12 months for what?
Yeah, but some people don't care. They're like, oh, I got your money. Like,
No, of course.
I got your money.
But
That's it.
the reality of it is 95% of the people who offer coaching or mentorship programs,
Yeah.
they're not doing one-on-one. It's all group.
Right, it's group stuff.
And
Right.
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it's a group and it's a one-time a month in the group or whatever. What I'm doing is I'm talking to you one-on-one. That's different. And it's because I want to do that, because I want to be on the phone with you. You got a deal, like, and you don't even have to wait for the call. People hit me up all the time like, yo, I got this deal. Can you help me with it? Cool. Let's get on the call, and it's not even going to count against you. Let's just get on the call because you got a deal in play. You need to go fucking, like, make this offer because it's time sensitive. We ain't got time to wait for your next schedule call. Like, let's analyze this. Let's make sure it's right. And here's my opinion. But ultimately, it's your decision on what you want to do. And make the offer. And then let's get you in contract and let's help you get the funding for it.
I actually bought a course recently. I spent like $600. I got a little hookup because I mean, there's no way it's gonna get around, but it's a friend of mine who does. He's like a trader, day trader. And I think I was telling you about, like, I was asking you some stuff about trading. I took the course, and when I do something, I execute. So I was 2 days just like I was tired too, and I literally finished the course in like 2 days. But there was just certain things that I didn't learn, you know, like the basic stuff, like where the money comes from, how you get money into your account, why, like, do you even make money? Like, none of that was spoken about. So I reached out to him, and I've been reaching out to him, but I still haven't. Like, he's like, oh, let's get on the call this week. And it's just like, all right, bro, like, you know, I kind of spent money with you. I get it. It's not like a VIP kind of thing, but it's like, I'm also your boy. So it's like,
Well, you thought you was his boy.
I thought, right.
You thought you
So
was
it's
his
like,
boy.
and it's like, I only need like 30 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes on a phone call. So I can understand, you know, sometimes it's tough because you want to get your money's worth out of things. And then it's so easy to just be like, oh, he scammed me. I could easily say that. I'm like, yo, I paid for this. And it's like, it's not worth it. Like, and I tried to reach out to him about it. Of course, is not good, or leave a bad review. But I think that if you're going to spend money, from my experience, I would probably still do additional research and not just put all your like
Eggs on one basket.
Eggs in one basket. Yeah. So like, I'm not saying people aren't going to learn from what you're teaching them, but you also have to do outside research as well. You know, like they still have to go on Google and or maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos, because the more you do, like the more you actually learn, or the more you actually are exposed to, I feel like the more it's in your head, you know, because real estate is tough. Even now, I can't even hold a conversation with somebody when it comes to real estate stuff. So it's like,
And you're around the shit all day long.
I know, but I'm actually learning stuff. But if I'm not constantly talking about it, it's hard for me to retain the information. You know what I mean?
That's why I said experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
Like, you can sit here and learn everything you want to do on YouTube, podcasts, courses, but if you're not actually being a practitioner of it, it's going to be in one ear out the other.
Yeah.
It's not a part of your daily life. It's become more of like edutainment for you.
Basically.
So like, how many people on this call? Like 160 right now. If all 160 of you are not putting out offers and out here really analyzing deals, shopping for deals, going to open houses, looking at distressed properties, if you're not in the field putting in the work, then you're doing all of this for what? Even if you don't got the credit score you want, even if you don't have the credit,
Yeah.
or the money, or you may not have the income, you still should go out there and see what the hell it's like to be on the field and to have conversations and to put into action the stuff you're actually learning.
Yeah.
You know, you should. Just because you're not in position to buy today doesn't mean you can't go have a conversation with a realtor. Doesn't mean you can't go to an open house. Doesn't mean you can't speak to a wholesaler.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't talk to contractors on site and start like really talking to them and stuff like that. Hell, fake it till you make it. Shit. Right? Go out there and just like, yo, I got a project coming up. I want to talk to some contractors. Da, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
And just start putting into practice of what you learn. You have to go out there and execute it. And that's the only way you're going to learn. So like even to the point where you say you bought this course, like most courses is only going to give you the bare minimum.
But the bad part about it was that I went on YouTube and I found a video that was on there for free that literally gave me everything I was looking for. So, and it was literally the same thing that was in his course. So I'm like, okay, I could easily be like, damn, he got me, you know, but I guess it depends on how much research you're willing to do and how much you're really trying to learn what you're trying to learn.
No, I mean, I don't think it's got you. I think.
No, I'm saying people are sensitive and
well,
you know.
Yeah, because they feel like, first of all, any of this shit you can go on YouTube and find.
Yeah. Depends on how it's delivered though.
I was just about to say that. It's tailoring your communication to your audience.
Right.
And sometimes when you watch, like, again, people come to my paid courses and classes and things that I do, even though I talk about a lot of this stuff here on this or Rants and Gems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've been speaking about this for years now, but they still come to these classes because, right, when you're behind the wall, you learn differently when you feel like you invested money into it.
Yeah.
It's like people who pay attention.
Right.
Like you just said, you spent 48 hours basically, you know, cramming a course together. But you probably want to spend 48 hours just watching free YouTube videos.
So the video was 20 minutes, and I watched it before I went to bed.
Yes, but you could, if you really, you would have spent 48 hours basically
searching for it before I paid the money?
Before you paid the money. No, you're looking for a shortcut. Like, if this is my boy, he's making money, he's successful, he has a product, you know what? It's $600. I can make it back if he's really, because I see he's making money. You know what? I'm paying for the shortcut. And I'm paying for all the information to be in one set thing where I can now binge watch. That's why the Homebuyer's Blueprint was extremely successful.
Makes sense.
Is because the Homebuyer's Blueprint was compressing. You saw those videos. Shit, you was here shooting the shit with me. Like, it was hours and hours of content, PDFs, and all types of calculators and everything that you would need into one course.
Yeah.
It was high value. Everything that you needed to know about buying a house was in there.
That's not on the internet, though. Like that.
No, not like that. That
There's
was well
nothing like that.
for the first course. That was well put together. If we did another course right now, that shit would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Actually, we should do another course.
All right, I'm not going to entertain that.
No, we're gonna do another course.
I agree with what you're saying.
The Blueprint 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing a Blueprint 3.
Yeah. Anyways, like I said, I agree with what you're saying though. In terms of like the shortcuts, but he did get me though, and I don't want to say that. What you said, it was more so based on the ad that he had put out.
The ad got you.
Yeah, he was like, all the stuff that you guys are on YouTube, and he even in the course said, you're not going to find this on YouTube. And the ad was basically saying like all the work I've put in, research and everything, you know what I'm saying, I put all into this one course. So you guys don't have to go anywhere. Everything you guys ever want to know about Forex trading is in this course. So I texted him though, I didn't, and he was like, yo, I'll give you a discount, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how it was.
How much is the course regular price?
$900.
And he gave it to you for $600?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, thank you for the discount.
Nah, I'm not gonna say his name. Nobody's gonna know who it is, but I'm still grateful for whatever I learned because I took the time out and still put the 48 hours in, regardless if I, you know what I mean? Like, I still learned something. But again, I don't know. I need to learn more. I'm not gonna sit here and just blow money and try to make fast money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really need to learn it the same way I learn these cameras.
Well, I agree with that. But also, you also need to put some money in a Forex account if that's what you're trying to do is trade Forex. And you need
I didn't learn any of that. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. The course didn't even teach you how to set up an account?
I have an account.
Okay, it didn't tell you how to put money in?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So it didn't give you ABCs?
No, he just tells you how to do stuff, how like,
How to read
how
charts
to
and
read
stuff like that.
charts.
That's important.
Yeah, it's very important, but
But you
it's
need the
like,
basics.
I need the same way this is digestible, how we're doing our content with real estate. It's the same thing with that. It's like I need the A, B, C, like how you make money, where it comes from. Are you even actually making money, or do you have to make a certain amount of money before you can actually pull something? Like I don't know any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh to this, and maybe he doesn't even know himself. But I mean, he's making money, but maybe there's just certain things he doesn't know.
No, he probably definitely knows these questions, right? But I think when also people put together products, they're not taking their time with putting it together.
Because he just wanted to make the quick.
You just want to make the money.
That's how I felt. Which is coming out with a second version of it, but who knows? I get that free because anybody who paid for the first one, they get the second one. But yeah, I mean, it's good that I bought it because I don't really buy courses. I only bought one course. That was the second one I ever bought in my life. So
I think courses are good.
Yeah, no, they're not bad. It's just
look, I purchase courses.
You have to.
I purchase books.
You have to.
Right. I watch one because I want to see what people are putting out there in my field.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to see what's going on.
I want to see what the competition is and see what they're really putting out there. Number two, I'm trying to learn something.
Right.
And if I could when I purchase a course, and this is for everybody out here, right? If you're purchasing any type of course or something like that, you have to go into it with the mindset. You're not going to learn everything, but you got to at least learn 2 to 3 things that you can take from there to put into action to help your business. Because not even the stuff I do, you're not going to learn everything that you thought you was probably going to learn. But I do my best to try to point out like everything. That's why, like, even in the home buyers, not the home buyers, and the master class that we just had, I think I'm gonna just start calling those workshops. And that shit, it was like I had to take them to the beginning, the process, underwriting, how to go through it, documents, and you saw how many questions was coming out of that.
Right.
Like even in week 1 of the Real Estate Investors Manifesto 10-week course, week 1 was terminology, investing terminology. That shit was a 3-hour plus class with so many questions about just real estate terminology.
Yeah, those are the things that most people are scared to ask because they hear you say it or they hear somebody else say it.
And they just try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But you can hear something but don't even know what the formula is behind it and how to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it makes you, and then when people start talking the jargon, you're just like, oh my God, it's so confusing. I'm overwhelmed.
Or you try to act like you know what they're saying, and then you heard that word, but then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens with cars, too. It's the same thing. People don't even know about cars, and they act like they do because they're too embarrassed to ask those questions because they feel like they're going to be bashed or, made fun of. So I get it. I completely understand.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think, and someone just said, just ask Tukes.
Ask Tukes what?
Tukes, put him on blast because other people going through the same shit also.
Wait, where's that at?
I gotta show it.
Tukes, you
because he cursed, so
it took you 3 years. Just ask. Wow, well, I'm on my way.
Like just put him on blast. Look, everything's not about putting people on blast.
Wait, who is this? What's going
on? Just Ass says, Tukes, put him on blast because other people going through the same shit also. You don't see it up there?
No.
You got to scroll up. Just Ask. It's right there. You just pass it.
I still don't even see it. So put him on blast about what, though?
But that's what I'm saying. That's just your experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
just came up. Oh, yeah, put on blast because other people going through the same shit also. With what though?
I guess because you feel like it wasn't. You still didn't learn everything that you thought you wanted to learn because of the beginner information. But that's what I'm saying. There was nothing to really put the guy on blast. It's probably good information in the course.
The person that.
Yeah. You're talking about the course provider, and I don't think that's worthy of putting someone on blast because you felt like there was still more questions or things that was missing. Maybe that wasn't the course of the product that was for the ABCs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't built for that. So,
I mean, he doesn't know either. So I did my course and it was super tedious. Like for me, and I like to explain every single thing. But I'm not happy with it. There's so many things that I didn't talk about because it's time consuming. It took me 6 months to do that. So I can only imagine with Forex or any of these other educational courses, how much time it actually takes to sit there and talk in front of a camera, probably all day. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you saw when we did the blueprint.
yeah, but there's so many different things
But
that
I'm
you can
different
talk
though.
about.
I
Well,
did
the
that.
blueprint, yeah.
I did that in 2 weeks.
No, I think it was a week. No,
I think it was more like a week.
No, it was a week,
I was
bro.
trying to be modest.
it was a week.
I was trying to be
remember.
modest.
The worst week of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in MG though. But I will say this. Most of the people who are putting out courses right now are people who just got into the business.
Like, okay, because they probably. So you're saying the experienced people aren't doing courses anymore, or people who have been in the business?
People who are experienced and people who are actual practitioners of what they're doing, especially if you have a certain level of experience. Like, I'm 20 years in this business.
Yeah.
So for me, there's not too much I haven't seen in what I specialize in.
Right.
Right? I specialize in first-time home buyers, homeowners, real estate investors. Right? More mom and pop. I'm not talking about people who want to buy a 500 unit apartment complex. That's
Yeah.
not my niche.
Right.
Right? My niche has always been middle America. You know what I'm saying?
Since I met you, you've always said that.
Yeah, that's my niche. I stick within what I think all my content is based off of the everyday common folk.
Yeah.
Because
Middle class, can we say?
middle class,
yeah.
middle America, middle class. It's not the affluent. It's not because I don't do $10 million homes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do $2-3 million cribs, but I'm not doing $10-20 million cribs. I'm not doing 500 unit financing.
Right.
I may do 30 units or 20 units or 10 units. You know what I'm saying? I deal with the everyday person because I always realize that is the volume of the business.
Right.
The luxury person, the high net worth person, if Wall Street is fucking up, they ain't buying shit. Wall Street moving, they buying everything, right? The first timers, the middle class, it's more emotional buyers. So I had to learn how to deal with their emotions, right? And I understand they're going to refinance, so that's going to be more deals. And then the smart ones are going to want to, who are making maybe 100 to 300,000.
Yeah.
They're going to want to buy investment properties. So now, if I train them up right, they'll do a deal a year, maybe 2, if I get lucky. So when my content is out here, just over years of experience of working with these people, I kind of understood how I need to flow the blueprint course.
Right.
Because I know
The questions that they were having, the issues they were having.
So even before we got to products, look at all the information that we filmed before we even spoke about FHA conventional VAs.
Yeah.
Before we even got to underwriter, we spoke about mindset, how to prepare for home ownership, how to prepare your lender packages, how to shop for the right loan. We spoke about all these different things, the pre-approval process, credit, calculating your income like an underwriter, the differences between self-employed and hourly versus salary, all these different things, DTI, breaking that down. Because I understand that the target audience for this type of product, those are the questions they're going to have.
Right.
But because I've been doing loans for 20 plus years and I get the questions firsthand all the time. So doing a course like that for me was much easier. It was just a matter of I got to find the time and the mindset just not to film all this shit because I'm unorganized. I was very unorganized doing the blueprint. I would literally research shit and say, Tooks, all right, I'm ready to film.
Yeah.
And that's how we filmed it. And we filmed it like it was a YouTube live, one take. Every video on the blueprint was done in one time. And it was the next video, and the next video, and the next video. And we did that for a whole week straight. And I was like, this shit gonna suck. But that shit, it rocked.
Yeah.
That's why I want to do another one. Because I know from 3 years ago to now, I'm 10 times better with content. This one I was still super nervous of speaking on camera and stuff like that. Now I'm like, I know I could do another blueprint and like crush it because of all the information and everything that I've gathered over the past couple years of dealing with more people now, especially being out on the road and doing this other stuff. Like, yo, this shit would be the best course ever on real estate finance. And I'm really thinking we're going to do this shit.
I got to have a lot of...
Matter of fact, I want to do one for InvestFest.
You said you want to do one for what?
InvestFest.
What do you mean?
I want to film a course so I can debut it at InvestFest. I was going to debut a book at InvestFest. But maybe I'll do a course and a book combo.
Bro. Okay.
What should I do? Should I? Guys, y'all want a new course for debut on InvestFest? Or no? Maybe I'll do it and I will only sell it to the people who are at InvestFest. An InvestFest special.
Why don't you just come out with a new book instead?
Maybe I'll do a book too.
Well, I got to be two. It can't just be the book itself.
Because I can monetize my intellectual property in many different ways. People like to read. Some people like the course.
Sell some T-shirts.
Nah, I don't want to do that. We go see asset over liabilities and get T-shirts from them.
Oh, man.
Jay Wong says course.
So we going to make a course for Jay Wong?
Yeah. And Shannon, no, I didn't get my suit made yet.
Take your time and develop the idea. I agree. The idea may take about another year or so. So let's just hold off on it.
The idea is developed, Joanne. Thank you. Okay? Thank you.
Maybe take like another year. New book with more real estate math. Facts.
The Real Estate Investors Manifesto got a lot of math in it.
Do a course and throw a book in exclusive. Yeah. Just so y'all know, I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to let y'all rock.
I think I want to do a new course for InvestFest.
You going to do it on the iPhone?
No, we're gonna. I don't think I want to do it like this, because we got to share screen and slides, and we have to do like I might do a special edition InvestFest course.
Okay.
I like that idea. We'll start filming in August, a couple weeks before InvestFest.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about? This guy.
We'll start filming August 1st. We'll have it done in 2 weeks.
Oh my God! Yeah, we haven't done exactly. That's exactly what's gonna happen. We got well, never mind. Well, we got a busy month.
We got a busy rest of the year. We're going to Ghana. We're going to Jamaica.
Ghana.
Yeah, end of the year.
Oh, that's later on after.
Yeah, that's last week of the year.
Course and book bundle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that idea, but what's wrong with the first one?
Wrong with the first what?
Course.
The blueprint one?
Yeah.
It's great.
So just put that out.
It's already out. It's been out for 3 years.
So push that then.
Nah.
If you really think about it,
it's new information.
Like what?
The world's changed. COVID is over. That was filmed during COVID. It's a new world. New guidelines.
None of the process is the same now? It's not the same process?
It's a lot of changes.
So let's just go in there and make the changes then.
No, I'd just rather do a new course.
What's the point?
The point is, I'm better now. I'm better now. I'm looking younger now.
I don't think anybody cares when they're taking the course if you're better now or not.
Oh, I'm super better now. Now my skill set is at another level, and I can talk shit better. And I have more information to give.
All right.
Chooks, we're doing a course. August 1st, we're going to start filming. What day is August 1st? August 1st is a Tuesday. Tuesday, August 1st, we begin. And we're going to do it. We're going to knock this out in 2 weeks. It gives me a whole month to script it out. We're filming a new course August 1st. Put it in your calendar, please. We're filming a new course August 1st. Releasing it InvestFest weekend. Fuck a book. A course.
I think you should Love and Real Estate book. That'd be fire.
A love and real estate book?
Love and Real Estate.
Actually, I was going to put that out for Valentine's Day this year.
Who wants Love and Real Estate? That could be, yo, you don't want me to get involved with none of these ideas. You want to make some money? Nah, let me stop. Love and real estate? Come on.
Yeah.
That'd be a hit.
Nope, we put it on a course. August 1st, we are going to film new course
Damn, I
coming
tried.
for InvestFest. We're going to have Will edit it up, make it all fly. We get the thumbnails all done, design, graphics, everything will be fire right now. Yep. Thank you, guys. I just don't want this background. So I'm probably going to have to sit in the center and have some sort of background.
We just put the flowers that we got behind.
I like the flowers. We're going to do that.
Bro, I was kidding.
New course coming. Thank you guys for being a part of my focus group here. All right. We've been on here for how long, Tooks?
This guy's trolling.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dropping a new course for InvestFest.
Okay. Is that the only thing you're dropping on InvestFest?
Pre-sale starts August 1st. No, I'm dropping everything for InvestFest.
Like what else?
Whatever I think of.
I guess that went over your head.
You said
Anybody?
You said what else am I dropping for InvestFest? Hold on.
Pause. Yeah, how you about to think? Somebody said something about some trading in here because I'm trying to get off this topic because you ain't about to get me stressed out, man.
We're about to get the hell out of here. It's 9:08.
So
bro.
anybody in here? Well, I want to ask some people if anybody does forex trading in here. Anybody in here do forex trading? If so, please DM me because I have some questions. Who knows? You might even be able to answer them offline. But if you do forex trading or if you know anything about trading, and you're experienced, like you actually make a living off of this, please DM me at Sooks Productions because I have some questions. And very basic ones, honestly, that I probably end up finding out after. But Matt isn't a forex trader. Can you imagine, Matt?
A better day and a better life said, how about a course on building your own home?
Get off the course stuff, man. We're done with the
I like
course.
that idea. I actually was going to do a webinar strictly on building our own home.
Y'all ain't got him started, man. I'm tuning you out.
Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. I like that idea.
Somebody say they lost all that money on forex. You tried it. You can't try it, bro. You gotta do it. You can't try it. This ain't a trying thing. I just spent some money. I'm trying
Somebody
to.
said, he said, I lost all my money on forex. I won't say you no advice. At least you're honest, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not trying this. I'm trying to do this, or I'm doing this. Damn, Tooks, my son is going to school for video editing. I told him I'm successful. Appreciate it. I'm not really an editor though, but yeah, I hope he does well in school. I actually don't even know they had school for editing. Interesting.
All right, I think I'm over this.
No, I'm trying to learn right now, bro.
Nah, they closed. Remember, they closed this thing up at a few minutes, so we gotta get
Close it up at 10.
Yeah, I'm done. We've been on this for 2 hours now.
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna stress me about no course, and then
the course is already official.
Can I read some comments real quick, man?
I already put it in the air. August 1st, we're filming the course, Tooks.
I can lead you. So, Sean, DM me. You trading knowledge for knowledge share? I don't know what that means.
Look, we're doing a course August 1st. You inspired this conversation about the course because you felt like you didn't get all your information.
And I'm trying to get information now.
So I'm going to put out a course, volume 3, of showing the people how you're really supposed to put out a course.
That's what the course is about?
No, the course is going to be about whatever I decide. But it's going to be great. And I can't wait.
Whatever, man. Yeah, I just sent my IG in the chat. So if anybody knows about forex trading, yeah, please DM me. So because I have some questions. Yeah. But this dude's making some money. My boy's making money. He's making a lot of money. Or who knows if he even is? I don't know. That's why I have questions. You know, because social media could be, you know, it can make it seem like that, but he has. I can't say too much. But I've witnessed him make this money. So, yeah, please DM me. All right, any last words, my friend?
I'm ready to go.
No, yeah, oh, okay. All right.
I'm ready to go. I need to eat dinner.
I haven't eaten at all today. I had three chicken wings.
That's nice. I need to go. I need to eat dinner. I need to game plan my course. I got the 10-week. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I already got the course. The 10-week curriculum that I'm doing right now.
Yes.
No, I'm going to refilm it all over.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm going to take the 10-week curriculum and make that a course.
Okay.
It's basically, I'm going to play off the Real Estate Investors Manifesto book, right? And I'm going to make the Real Estate Investors Manifesto. I'm going to combine this book. I'm going to combine this 10-week course. And I'm going to make a super duper, because that 10-week curriculum, I'm learning so much just in there with my students. They become now my focus group, now that I think about it. So now I'm going to take contents of this book. I'm going to take contents of that 10-week curriculum, and I'm going to have a structured course. Self-paced, self-learning.
How many videos?
Oh, it's going to be hundreds. We're going to be filming for 2 weeks straight.
You're trolling.
No, I'm
like
dead
you
serious.
were dead ass trolling.
Yo, I'm on this thing every Tuesday.
How do you expect to do hundreds of? When are you trying to do this?
I'm doing it. I'm on this shit every Tuesday for 2 to 3 hours, bro.
Hundreds of videos you're trying to film.
It's
and
probably gonna be at least 200 videos.
Do y'all hear this?
At least 200.
Somebody.
It might be at least
I'm
200
blinking.
videos.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, it might be.
This man said, and how much time?
It might each video.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
No,
the
like
usual
how
10-minute, 15-minute a video.
But this video's gonna be recorded how like in a week?
2 weeks.
You want to do hundreds of videos in 2 weeks?
I'm thinking probably like 150 videos. Yeah.
Damn.
I think like 150 videos is a good number.
And I'm gonna watch all 200.
With assessments and everything.
You know what the worst part about this is if you make this and people buy it and then only like 2 people finish it. You know how annoying that is?
Well, at that point, I can't be concerned.
Oh, yeah. I can, because it's like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I think I want to make this like a 30-hour curriculum. A whole 30-hour, like, just like soup to nuts of everything you need to know.
Yeah. I'll send you an invoice for this one.
You're already on salary.
No. I'll send you an invoice for that one.
Yeah.
That exceeds my payroll.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
I think we're done.
Y'all hear this?
I think
That exceeds my payroll.
I think we're going to do 30 hours. We can do 30 hours in a week.
Okay, so if we do 30 hours in a week, then...
But we'll break it up into 2 weeks. Make it easy. 15 hours one week, 15 hours another week.
But what makes you have all this time to be just like, yeah, 15 hours?
Easy, bro. 15 hours divided by 5.
Oh
What's
God.
that?
Y'all are witnessing how this is how life this is literally
15
how
hours
it goes
divided by
behind
5.
the scenes.
That's only 3 hours of filming a day, bro. That's nothing.
So it's just 3 hours of filming.
A day.
And then what happens? How do we get these videos to the editor? How do we edit these videos?
The same way we get the videos to him right now.
Okay, so it's 3 hours for you maybe to come here, sit down for 3 hours. It's not 3 hours for me
What do you mean?
because I have to distribute the content.
Okay, so it's 5 hours for you a day. Like, what the fuck? This is what we get paid to do, Tooks.
Man. See what y'all done started? Anyways, anybody who...
Well, you brought up the fucking course shit.
Anybody who does Forex trading, please DM me.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
August 1st, we start filming. That gives me a whole month of July to structure this whole bad boy up. And especially with the help of ChatGPT and all this other AI, this shit gonna be overloaded with information. I might throw a workbook in that bitch. All types of shit.
Okay.
And sell it at InvestFest.
Yeah, the getaway car is downstairs.
All right, I'm good. I feel good about this. Thank you, guys. You helped me figure out what I was going to offer at InvestFest.
Love and real estate.
Yeah, my new course.
Bro, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm just telling you.
Oh, well.
You're because it's gonna be stressful, but
I don't stress. I told you this earlier.
August 1st, Invest Fest in a couple weeks. We have to travel, and you want to get this out ASAP. You're going to be pissed off. Because then you're going to be like, where's my videos? Why isn't Rants and Gems this? Where's my clips at? Matt, we're doing 100 or 200 videos.
Well, we can take a break from everything else and just do the course.
So you're going to stop doing content for the 2 weeks?
I can if I want to.
No, I'm asking you, are you going to?
Well, if I need the course done and edited, then fuck it. What's the greater good?
Yo, you see what? Yeah,
It's the greater good.
You see, this is the thing with him. When he gives that smirk, that's how you know he don't have this shit figured out. When he smirks like that, this is how you know he doesn't have it figured out. Because I'm laying it out for him. Like I'm telling him, like, yo, this is how it's gonna go, and he's like, oh well, fuck it, like that's how I know this is not gonna happen. So don't get your hopes up, guys. Do not get your hopes up, because if anybody knows Matt, you know who knows him. It's me.
Well, prepare yourself to be pissed off, Tokes, because we're doing a course August 1st.
Okay. Well, if you're watching this, you probably aren't. But when you get to this point, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. You could blink twice too, bro.
Well, he wanted a raise. He about to earn that shit. Edit all the 200 videos.
Yeah, we gonna sub out that job to Tukes Productions. Don't worry about it.
Need all B-roll, everything. I want this shit to be spectacular. And we're gonna do it all in 2 weeks.
But nobody cares about the B-roll.
So what? I still want it.
Nobody cares about the B-roll. People care about the information. You're not doing what I'm doing. It's different, but whatever, So be it.
There you have it, ladies.
Anybody who does Forex trading, please DM me.
Why don't you just call Jessica? What are you doing?
I don't want to say I try, but I don't like bothering people that that
you call Jessica?
No,
Mike's girl?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't want to bother her with that.
What are you talking about? She'll love to help you.
Nah, she got.
I was just on the phone with her on FaceTime.
I know, but I don't like.
Why you say
me,
nothing?
bro, because I'm not like that, bro. If I need a favor, I talk to Mike. I hit him up, but
Mike don't do Forex.
No, I'm saying in general. Like, if I have a question about something, then I ask him. But like, I rarely hit him up even then.
I'll hit up Jessica tomorrow and tell her to get on the phone with you. Ask her to get on the phone with you.
All right. Well, this was fun. This is a cool live.
Yeah, this was good.
Yeah.
How long we been on this for?
About 2 hours.
All right, it's time to go. I'm hungry.
All right, guys. Until next time, come on, August 1st, Tukes. No.
Yep.
No.
Go to investfest.com. Get your tickets. Investfest.com. 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 Get your tickets because my new course will be released for InvestFest. Make sure you're there because I might not even sell it to the general public. Only people who come to InvestFest.
Nice.
I like that. All right, I got to go. Matt Garland here, NMLS number 58700. Better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. God is the greatest, as you see on the shirt. Y'all be safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.